There are a couple of news items in the Islanders prospect pool and prospect pool adjacent that we need to get to, so let's get all caught up. Happy Lumberjack Monday. I'm getting back into a regular rhythm of releasing these videos. There are a couple of news items within the prospect pool and prospect pool adjacent that we need to get to, so let's get to these lickety-split. First thing, I don't know if you've been living under a rock, but Ruslan Iskhakov has signed his entry-level contract. Now you can go back to the video where I talk about I react to the news immediately, so you can get my thoughts on that contract itself. But just for the Cole's notes, if you will, of the deal, it's a 2-year ELC, $850 AAV with a $70,000 payout at the AHL level. The finances doesn't matter. The term is 2 years because of his age. You're all caught up on that. Another player that they have to re-sign or they could risk losing him is Christian Krieger. That is a college-level player, played for MSU this year, had a decent season, putting up 8 points on the back end. It's not point production isn't going to wow you. It's his defensive game and his aggressiveness that is going to wow you. But they've got until August 15th to sign him, or they could lose his NHL rights. So are they going to? No, because he's staying at MSU for a 5th year. Now, he entered the transfer portal looking for a new home, couldn't find one, so he and his twin brother Cole are staying at MSU for their 5th year. So that 1 year, or that expiry date on August 15th, will be pushed back 1 more year. The only prospect still kind of playing is William Zvolk, and I say playing because he's actually not playing right now. They got bounced in the first round of the QMJHL playoffs, kind of surprisingly, and so they're just kind of sitting and waiting until the Memorial Cup begins. But there is some activity with the team, with the St. John Sea Dogs firing Gordy Dwyer, their coach, and hiring a new one. Like, I understand that they didn't make it as far as they should have gone in the playoffs, but you don't see that very often, of just kind of like, we're firing the coach like a month and a half before we have to go into like the premier tournament in junior hockey in Canada. So that's what the St. John Sea Dogs did. They brought in a new coach. We'll see if it works when the Memorial Cup begins, but that's the new news, if you will, for the St. John Sea Dogs and William Zvolk. The final bit of news here, and this is the prospect adjacent one, is about Félix Bibeau. Now, Félix Bibeau is no longer, or was no longer, a prospect in the Islanders prospect pool, if you will, but he was still around, right? They had signed him at an AHL level, and he was playing for the Worcester Railers last year and the Bridgeport Islanders. Played more for the Bridgeport Islanders than he did the Worcester Railers. Well, his pro career is over. He's not playing hockey anymore because it was just announced that he's joining the Chicoutimi Saguenay as an assistant coach. So he's going and starting his coaching career, if you will, quite young, which is excellent to see for a guy who knows, like, I probably don't have a career playing hockey, but I still want a career in hockey. And so the next best step outside of management is probably getting into coaching. And so he did all of his certifications while the pandemic was happening. And lo and behold, here he is behind the bench as an assistant coach for the team he used to play for. So félicitations, Félix. That's super cool. I'm really excited for him. Sad to see the career over, or the playing career over, but it was a 6th round pick in 2019 by the Islanders. Like, the ceiling wasn't super high, but this is a kid who knew what he wanted to do going forward now, and darn done did it. So again, félicitations, Félix. Now, you're all caught up on the recent news within the Islanders prospect pool, and I guess prospect pool adjacent. So thank you for watching. Thank you for following. If you haven't hit that subscribe button, please do so. I'm going to be releasing an awards piece or an awards video soon. I'm just really working on the production stuff. It's going to be super cool, at least I think. But thank you, and definitely hit that subscribe button.